Don't have your arrogance undermine the professionalism of other people. Too many times I see people not get help by professionals because the person feel like they know more than the person that is the professional. Don't allow that to be you. Stay tuned and listen to this breakdown.
Cyrus, Ausar.
Never be that person that know more than everybody. When you know more than everybody, nobody can ever tell you anything. And it can get frustrating from a professional standpoint because somebody can have a health issue. They can do a couple searches on Google and they can say, this is what I need to do. And they will undermine somebody that's been in the game for 20 years and know what you need to do, whether it's holistically or whether it is medically. So regardless of whatever one it is, somebody may be in the field for 20 plus, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, and they don't have the patience to deal with you because they know what they're talking about. Like I seen one with even Dr. Sebi, and he talks about medical stuff and the proper ways to eat, etc. He's been doing it for a long time. And people will want to argue with him and be like, well, I think I should do this. He's like, I don't have no time to tell you what you need. Like, I've been in this game for 50 years. You can't tell me what I need to prescribe to you. If that's the case, why are we having this conversation? People do this same thing with you on a different level. Somebody might come to you about, you know what, how should I deal with my relationship? And you're in a successful relationship. And you're like, well, this is what we do. This is what works for us. Well, I don't think that worked for me. It's like, then why did you talk to me in the first place? Sometimes people just want you to agree with them to make sure they're going in the right direction or agree with them for the sake of their argument that they had with somebody else. But never get in the habit of undermining professionals regardless of wherever they are. Like I got a chance to talk to people and they would argue with me like, this is what I feel. I feel the community should do this. I feel like this is what the school system should be doing. I feel like this. And I'm like, how much work have you put in? Zero. I'm like, well, you know, I've been doing it for 15 to 20 years. I'm not saying your points aren't valid. I'm saying you're arguing with no ground because you don't have nothing to back up what your argument is. It's been times that people will argue something that we've already tried and failed on. They'd be like, well, you need to do this. I'm like, we tried that 5 years ago and it didn't work. Well, you should do it like this. We tried that too 10 years ago. It did not work. All the ideas that somebody has given us, we already tried. It didn't work. And it got us to where we are now. So when they jumping in and saying what we need to do, they don't realize that we already did it. The same thing happened with professionals. So if you going to them and you being that difficult person and you saying, this is what I need to do. I need to handle it like this. I need to go about it like this. They can combat everything because they're like, we already tried that. Been there, done that. Tried what you talking about. Tried it a million times. It does not work. If you don't want to listen to me, go try it and you're going to see that it doesn't work. And this happened all the way around the board. This happens with business. This happens with teaching in school. It happens with medical. It happens with professionals worldwide that somebody do a quick search on Google or whatnot, and all of a sudden they know more than somebody that put in 20 years of work, 15 years of work. I remember this funny clip with Kobe Bryant talking about his daughter, and then he was trying to tell her what to do on the court before he started coaching. And his daughter was like, well, I feel like I should do this, or the coach told me. And it's like, you talking to one of the greatest players of all time. Now, I'm not calling her arrogant or anything like that. I'm just using that as an example to say sometimes people undermine the professionals and they won't even realize who they undermining. So don't allow that to be you. You know, don't believe that you know everything to a point that nobody can help you. Thank you for taking out the time to watch this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you want to get a shirt or a hat or any of my books or anything like that, you can do so in the description box below. Also, continue reaching out to me on Instagram. I truly appreciate all the messages, all the topics, all the deep questions that you ask me that I reply to. You know, just everything. So continue doing that, and thank you once again. My name is Cyrus Ausar, and my mission is to decrease depression and prevent suicide by boosting self-awareness. The goal is to be better than you were yesterday and apply that mentality every day, growing to greatness.